Hello and welcome to 4P at CC, the Prospero's Plans Puppet Players, brought to you by Barbara Bush at Cypress Creek, a branch of the Harris County Public Library System. This week, we begin our tale of The Tempest, initially written by William Shakespeare before I put it through a meat grinder. It begins as follows. With alder I do raise the winds, henbane tossed in the water, bringing forth the rain. This pansy picked upon a sunny day, I use to bring the storm into the fray. And thistle tossed carefully in the fire, direct the lightning strikes where I desire. Yes, yes! Bring the storm, ha ha! Blow winds and crack your cheeks, rage blow, you cataracts and hurricanos spout, till you have drenched steeples, drowned weather vanes, you sulphurous and thought-executing fires. Vaunt couriers to oak-cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white hair. Green hair? And thou, all shaking thunder, strike flat the thick rotundity o' the world. Father, what are you doing? Hush, dear, Daddy's making a storm. Oi, the storm does toss our ship. We'll be lucky if we can keep her afloat. Weigh down the main anchor. Batten down the hatches, fasten the mainsails. Why, what are you doing? I'm yelling sailing phrases. I assume that helps. It doesn't. I don't know whether you've noticed, but there is a serious storm going on. It would help if you stayed below and let the people that know what they're doing alone to take care of the ship. But I am the Duke of Milan. I have authority. Do you know how to operate a ship? Duke Antonio, perhaps it would be better if we left the crewing to the crew. Just do bear in mind there is a king on board as well as the Duke. You'd better not let us sink with a king on board. I don't plan to let us sink with me on board. Now, if you can counsel the winds and waves to stop, then please do so. If not, will you please get below decks? The ship is in good hands. If it can be saved, it will be. If not, then our presence here won't change that. Come along, Duke. Let's get you and the king somewhere safe. I don't care for this storm, I'll tell you that. We have a solid crew, Your Majesty. But let's get you near a lifeboat just in case, Where is my child? I don't see Ferdinand anywhere, but there's a better chance that one of you will survive if we focus on you and let Ferdinand focus on Ferdinand instead of looking for each other. Come on, King Alonso. Father, I saw a ship crash. You must save the passengers before it's too late. I give a long speech explaining everything. Oh, do I actually have to give the speech? The audience might not know everything. Oh, right. Well, so, I am the Duke of Milan, but I never cared for politics. I let my brother Antonio deal with that stuff, while I spent all of my time studying books. I learned magic that way, but oh, did my brother learn politics. He conspired with the king to steal my throne. He would have slain me and my little baby. You were just a baby then. If Counselor Gonzalo hadn't warned us. Luckily, I had studied a book about sailing and managed to get us safely to this deserted island. What does that have to do with the ship? That king and my wicked brother, who stole my throne, were both on board that ship. I have my revenge upon them. But that's cruel. Cruelty is the only true power. Kindness brings friendship. Cruelty makes only enemies. Pah, naive child. Master Prospero? Yes, my invisible servant Ariel. I have done as you asked. King Alonso and Duke Antonio have both survived and are stranded together on this island, along with Counselor Gonzalo. Now that they are on my island, I can use my magic to win back the dukedom that is rightfully mine. But you can't use your magic to control their minds. I issue commands that you must obey. Yes, but that's not full-on mind control. Not mind control, no. But here I have all the power, and they will fear me. It is better to be feared than loved. Go, keep an eye on them. Be a thorn in their side if you like, but protect Gonzalo. Gonzalo was good to me, so do not hinder Gonzalo. Mighty wizard, for decades you have captured me with your spells and forced me to do your bidding. Now that your victory is nigh, will you not at last free me? Pah! I worked hard to weave the magics that bind you. What reason have I to sacrifice the fruits of my labor? Go, do as I say. You, monster. My name is Caliban. You have effectively kept dangerous beasts from infiltrating my home. But now there are some other people on the island. There may come a time when I invite them into my home, but until then, you will defend us from them. I will defend your abode. I'll need a little extra time, so I might not be able to collect as much firewood for you. You will still collect all of the firewood, or you will feel the wrath of my magical might. I can do only what it is possible to do. You make your fate. We'll see if punishment you choose. I must obey, but I can only lose. I have managed to escape the sinking boat, clinging to a bit of wreckage and swimming to shore. But I watched my father, the king, sink with our ship. I am now the king of Naples, but I have no power being stranded alone on the island, where none will ever find me. And what is worse, I have lost my beloved father, the king. Was there ever so sad a one as I? Oh, who is this who comes upon me gardening? Another human being on this remote island? I am the lone survivor of a shipwreck. How did you get here? We have but met, and yet my heart swoons. I have lived here as long as I can remember. This is the third person I've ever seen, the first that e'er I sighed for. But my father will not approve of survivors from his storm, of others on this island. How have you survived here? The island is ripe with many fruits. Come, I know a place where you can safely sequester yourself, but you must be careful that you are not discovered. by my father. I am brave, but I have fallen under your spell, and your slightest wish I shall take as a command. Oh, I think we can be a little more egalitarian than that. Egalitarian? Oh, are there chickens here? Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you again next week for part 2 of The Tempest. Until then, keep on reading.